Happy St. Patrick's Day. It is a beautiful morning we have here. I'm located right at the Weston River in Avon. And as you can see, I am decked out for the holiday. So I'm not getting pinched today. We have an awesome St. Patrick's edition on the show this morning. We're going to be traveling all along Avon and up in Beaver Creek, showing you where you can spend some fun times today, doing some opera, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And the festivities are today and all the way through the weekend. So we have so much to talk about. So Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live on this Friday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. As you saw, Meredith is all decked out in her green today, and she'll be roaming around Avon, popping up to Beaver Creek as well. So we'll be following her adventures. She'll be our little leprechaun chasing that pot of gold today. If you're wondering why I'm not really wearing green, well, it's because our backdrop is a green screen. I don't know if you've ever been to a news station with their weather wall or seen how they do some of the different scenes in movies, but green, we can't wear green on the green screen. Leah, do we have that picture up yet? Because if we do, here's what happens. We basically disappear if we wear green on the green screen. This is a plain green scarf. So that's why I'm gonna get pinched on the show today because I'm not able to wear the wearing the green. But I think you're gonna see a lot of fun costumes and beads and putting people putting on their green jackets, dressing up their helmets. You're gonna see a lot of that today. It is spring break. We have many families in town, so people are enjoying the great conditions out on the slopes and they're going to be enjoying the holiday as well, especially with it being on a Friday. I think it just has a different vibe. It starts the weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun out there. So, a couple of St. Patrick's Day facts. St. Patrick's Day is actually associated with beer and parades and wearing green, but it dates back to more than 1,500 years. So it does have a little history to it as well. And so we've got some little fun facts for you. So it's not something that we just created a couple of years ago. It's been going on for a long time, and it's of course evolved throughout this time. And then the real St. Patrick was born in Britain, and a few other things. Oh, I like this little guy. He's a cute little cartoon there. And leprechauns are likely based on Celtic fairies. So that's where their little history comes from. So, and the shamrock was considered a sacred plant. And that four-leaf clover, if you could find the one with the four leaves, that was supposed to be extra lucky. So maybe, and then the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America. Of course, we like any reason to party, and some of the big cities for this, Boston, of course, Chicago, they host a lot of parades in those areas, not just on St. Patrick's Day, but leading up to it. Corned beef and cabbage was an American innovation, so it did not come over from across the pond. And there's going to be some corned beef served up today. Corned beef sliders, to be exact, will be served at Kachina. So happy St. Patty's Day, everybody, from the whole crew here at Vail Valley Live. Leah, did we get that photo up yet? Okay, so once again, here's why I can't wear green, because this is a green scarf, and if I do, it disappears. That is as green as you can get behind us. So that is why I'm not wearing green today. All right, but we left that all to Meredith. So she is completely decked out, head to toe in green. And let's get to the weather, and we'll get to Meredith back outside. So want to just let you know, boy, what a beautiful week we've had with a little bit of new snow. And this weather report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And if you want to do some shopping, you can head on over there today. Now, it is a bit cooler than what we've seen the last couple of mornings. So, clear skies overnight really dropped our temperatures, and yesterday was a lot cooler as well. We'll reach into the 30s and we'll have quite a bit of sunshine for today, but it'll take a little while for things to get up there. Look, even by 8, 9 o'clock, we're in the single digits, maybe the teens, closer to the later part of the morning, and then we'll jump into the 30s after that. And that sunshine will help a lot as well. Keep in mind, we just did the spring forward daylight savings time, so this time was 6:30, just about a week ago. So consider that. And then tonight we'll be dropping down to the single digits once again with mostly clear conditions. You can see that little sliver of the moon still out there. Sunset just after 7 p.m. And then for Saturday, what a gorgeous day. We're going to see sunny with a high into the low to mid 30s and then clear overnight again. And then Sunday, we'll see mostly sunny with a high near 38. So it'll warm up a little bit. And then by Monday, we'll have highs in the 40s and the clouds will start to build and we start to see another chance of snow coming in Monday night and Tuesday. So maybe by the early to mid part of next week, we will reach our season to date total. Maybe it'll get to 300. Right now we're about 296. And if we see any accumulation next week, yep, we could possibly get that by Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, possibly a foot of snow at the Beeve. I mean, a half a foot of snow. And then 4 to 5 inches over at Vail. So we'll end the month strong with some good snow totals for March. But this weather mountain report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, elevated savings. But let's bring it back out to Meredith, see what it feels like out there because a little bit chillier. We've been in the teens, we've been in the low 20s throughout most of the month of March, but we're cooling things off, especially with the lack of cloud cover last night. There was no insulating layer, kind of, bogging us down, warming things up. So let's take it back outside to Meredith and find out what it feels like. A little bit cooler today than what we've seen.
Yes, looking at those temperatures, I was like, okay, this is why I'm a little chilly without my gloves on. So we are
Yeah.
starting things out a little chilly, and there's absolutely no cloud coverage, which
Yeah.
sometimes makes it a little bit warmer down here on the valley floor. It is blue skies. They're ready to pop just like the sun over the valley, but yeah, it's starting brisk today, but like I mentioned, I'm here at the Westin and it is St. Patrick's Day, but it also was the first day of a new après ski lounge presented with Stoke and Rye and Stranahan's whiskey, and this is the first peek at it. So I'm going to give you a live shot of
Okay.
this, and this is pretty cool. So these are the
Oh, wow.
life-size barrels. Look at this. So there's four of them. They're heated. They kind of look like saunas to me.
Yeah, they
They look
do.
really
They look like
warm.
the Hoogie Life sauna.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and
So
they're
you can reserve these today, starting today, all the way through April 2nd. And this is a whole new way to do après. And they're going to be pairing meals from Stoke and Rye and specialty drinks with Stranahan's whiskey. So
yeah.
there's two different levels. There's one, and they'll start at about 90, and then they'll go up to 110, which is pretty cool because it's really unique, intimate way to have après. There's a maximum of four people in each barrel, so
Okay.
you can't squeeze in a whole party, but they're going to be serving some really delicious menus.
Well, yeah, you know what? It looks like they've got their maple old fashioned cocktail. They're going to pair that with a burrata salad with arugula, truffle, the salt, cherry tomatoes, and then the Stranahan's original. And they're going to put that with their smoked oysters. And we've had this. We've been to Stoke and Rye last year when they opened last summer. And then Stranahan's sherry cask and beef tartare. So that's for the $90 offering. And then if you bump it up to 110, you get another course. So that's kind of cool. They're going to throw in the Stranahan's Diamond Peak with the bread pudding. So if you want dessert, you can go for the higher ticketed price option. But I think it's really cool. And Stranahan's, that's a Colorado whiskey. I think it's the first whiskey distillery since Prohibition down in Denver. They've got a whole story of how a firefighter was helping this guy save his barn, and then they realized that they were talking, they both love whiskey, And then next thing you know, they're starting Stranahan's. So it's kind of a neat story behind this. And then Stranahan's, they're doing that big dinner on Sunday. So they're going to have Stranahan's whiskey pairing up again with Stoke and Rye for a menu that's pretty similar to this. I know they're going to have the fig and burrata salad, the beef tartare. They're going to throw some lamb in there. And then the bread pudding will be for dessert. So that's another option for you to kind of keep St. Patrick's Day going all throughout the weekend.
Yes, really exciting. So definitely join that dinner on Sunday. But this whole exhibit is going to be open until April 2nd. So this is something not to miss. This is very unique and it's got a timeline on it. So
Yeah.
make sure you get down here to the Westin. Another opportunity that you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day is actually with me here at the athletic club. So I'll kind of bring you the views. Right down here is their lower level where their gym is, and they have a nice dance studio, and we're going to be doing a free dance class, and it's going to be kind of Irish hip hop. So I've kind of created this style inspired by Irish step, but it's a little bit more groovy and hip hop and not too hard. So you don't need to be an experienced dancer to do this. It's all about having fun, expressing yourself, get moving. We're going to have a nice warm up, really some good conditioning and stretching. And then we're just going to keep the party going and learn a little dance, and hopefully people will dress up for this. And we're going to start to be doing these throughout the summer too, once a month, different themes, just to get you dancing. And
Oh yeah, and you know what? A little bit of exercise, and maybe you'll have some fun moves that you can use at the next wedding you go to, or the next time you're on the dance floor. So that should be a lot of fun, and good workout for you. And you're going to do a nice warm up and get us ready to go. And this is donation based. It's free, but they do suggest a donation to go to Cycle Effect, which is such an awesome organization that benefits the young girls. Anything from middle school to high school on mountain bikes, and they pretty much teach, a lot of life lessons, resilience, tenacity, grit, all that kind of stuff to get you back on the bike and to help you learn some life skills. So this should be great. Yeah, Meredith, this is going to be awesome. And I love all of your face jewelry and some of your extra. I know you've got green on head to toe. So this is
yeah,
going to
I'll do a
be
fit check
fun.
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Let me
wearing my hoo-ha today.
yeah, yeah. Let's take a look at the whole. Oh, yes. Yep, the pants and everything. I love it. No one's gonna. Yeah, you're gonna be hard to miss. Hard to miss today.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that. I love
come
that
find me.
blingy shamrock. Yeah, go find Meredith, and maybe she'll like give you some tips on where you can get the. Maybe she'll teach you some dance moves today. That's what you could do. All right, but hey, I know that you're gonna be kind of moving around today, so why don't we let you roam around. But thank you for showing us. I didn't quite know where they were going to put the whiskey barrels, but what a perfect spot. They've got that huge deck, and just so you all know that the gondola, the riverfront gondola that goes from Avon to the landing, it's lift number 7. That is where this area is at. And so it's pretty large over there, but really cool that they're doing that. And the reason they have the coat racks there is because all of those are heated. So perfect. Okay, well, we're going to be catching up with Meredith throughout the morning, and we want to have you stick around. If you have any questions on today's show, you can chat with us during the live show, Facebook or YouTube. Just type in Vail Valley Live into YouTube or Facebook. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and give us a chat. Let us know where you're chiming in from, what you're going to do for St. Patty's Day, maybe any special fun drink ideas. Speaking of drinks, all day long at Southside Benders, they are doing $7 car bombs. They're doing a $3.50 Guinness drafts and $4 JMO shots. So if you want to get your party started, hey, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So they're going to be serving those things all day long. But we'll be right back. We're going to have a road report as well as some information from the Vail Daily.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We're going to give you your headlines in the Vail Daily for Friday, the 17th of March. And on the cover, you can see a fresh coat. What a beautiful shot showcasing most of Beaver Creek Mountain, a little bit of Bachelor Gulch, and the town of Avon, the downtown core. The valley basks in the warm evening light Thursday in Avon. The day offered different weather, sun down valley, cloudy with snow showers up valley. Kind of very typical for spring, but it's just a nice shot from photographer Chris Dillman. Headlines for today: slashing, burning, trimming. Eagle County Wildfire Collaborative had a busy 2022 and is looking to accomplish more this year to fire harden more spots on the map. The Wildfire Collaborative got a lot done in 2022, so you can learn how this group of 19 partners has bigger plans for this year to help reduce wildfires. Also in today's local and regional news, making a wish come true. Eagle Valley High School raises over $31,000 to give a 6-year-old with cancer a chance to have a trip of her dreams to Hawaii. You can meet Sadie. She's from Basalt, and she visited the Eagle Valley High School on Wednesday. They had a big assembly, a huge pep rally, if you will, even dyeing one of the teachers' hair pink for the occasion. Learn more about this in today's paper. Also in today's news, Vail is going to start closing today at 4 p.m. So from now through the end of the season, April 23rd, the resort is adjusting the schedule for spring after some guests sound off. More in today's paper on page A4. And then also in today's news, Wild Sage is going to be a new restaurant coming to Eagle Ranch. This is where the assembly was, if you remember that restaurant. And so we just want to make sure you know what's coming. It won't be till May, but the owner of Drunken Goat purchases former space on Capitol Street, right by the movie theater, right by the new El Segundo and the Boneyard. So it's a nice little hub in downtown Eagle Ranch to have another place to eat. And then also in today's paper, SOS Outreach celebrates its biggest season yet. Over 490 Eagle County youth enrolled in SOS Outreach programs this season. I think they're well into they're going to be probably approaching their 30th year pretty soon. But learn more about this nonprofit organization. I know our very own Heather Blackman. She volunteers for this organization throughout the winter, and it's just a great thing for kids, basically 5th grade on up. They learn to snowboard, they learn to ski, they learn all sorts of sports throughout the year, and they learn some life lessons as well. And then in arts and entertainment, it's time for the weekend picks. Here's what's going on, and there is a lot going on this weekend. So we've got your St. Paddy's Day Roundup. We also tell you about the Snowshoe Shuffle that's going to be happening tomorrow. The Fabulous Femmes will be doing a dance party at Route 6 Cafe. Pat Green will be singing country music at the Villar. And we also have the Women of Vail Talk, and that is going to be the women who walked this bridge, the 1962 to 1970. So it's kind of a fun thing to learn about as well at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. And then don't forget, we have Art Weekly. This is a great little weekly edition that gives you an idea of maybe which artists are going to be doing shows in town, different art galleries you want to miss throughout your stay. We've got a lot of interesting art galleries with artists from all over the world. So pick up your copy of the Vail Daily, get the Art Weekly insert in there as well, and you'll be good to go. Now, you can always get this information online, or you can go to the newspaper dispensers and get your free copy throughout the Vail Valley as well. Vail Daily, bringing communities together. Right now, let's take a look at the roads and see what's happening. Boy, what a crazy day we had on, what was it, Wednesday, with the rock slide in Down Junction for people coming to the mountain. And then if you were leaving later on that evening, the problem that happened with that oil tanker that hit that rock, and then he spilled all that oil with a hazmat situation. Took a little while to clean up, but things are looking really good right now. I had an easy drive in from Edwards today, so we should have good conditions pretty much throughout the weekend as far as any weather related things are concerned. Make sure, of course, to top off that windshield wiper fluid, watch out for sun glare, and just take it easy, and do expect some more travelers coming this way. Look at Eisenhower Tunnel. You could see the traffic already moving westbound this morning, but that's just going to increase throughout the day. Friday, we have heavy westbound traffic, and then typically on Sunday, we have heavy eastbound traffic. So plan accordingly. If you plan ahead and get your early start, you probably won't be caught too much in it. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. All right, but a few things we want to let you know about. We had a really interesting real estate transaction that took place in December, and it made headlines, it made news, and it's such a unique property. It's up Lake Creek, which is a few minutes from downtown Edwards, but there's so much land, there's so many wide open spaces out there, and some very unique properties. And I had a chance to find out more. Let's check in with Barbara Gardner and Malia Cox with Live Sotheby's. We're at Castile Creek at the Coyote Lodge and Sporting Club. Joining me now, we have Malia Cox Nobrega. We also have Barbara Gardner, and they're with Live Sotheby's International Realty. And Malia, tell us about this property. It's pretty amazing.
It is. The property is 457 acres in the heart of Lake Creek, which is in Edwards, Colorado. It's right in the center of it all in the Vail Valley. You have Vail Resort, which is only about 15 miles from here. And then you've got about 10-15 minutes in your Beaver Creek Resort.
And the airport's close by and everything. But I've never heard of this place. Like, what's the history of this property?
Well, you know, it is a hidden gem. The original owner quietly assembled the 457 acres, one lot at a time. And his vision was to create an estate that had everything he'd ever dreamed of as a little boy. So when I think of this estate, the one word I think of is, well, two words: pure fun.
Pure fun. And especially with all the acreage you have, what can you do outside? Like, what are some of the outdoor activities?
Well, there's 55 acres to recreate on that you own as a community. And just those select homeowners will be able to use the 5.5 miles of trails. Those are groomed and maintained throughout. So wintertime, you can cross-country ski, you can walk your dog without sinking, and you're in the middle of the forest. And you can snowmobile, summertime, horseback riding, ATVs, really anything. And it's all connected to millions of acres of White River National Forest. So
definitely, we can stock
you can go forever.
Stock that trout pond if you want. And then all this stuff that's happening inside the Coyote Lodge. Tell us about this structure.
Well, it took us a little while to tour you through because it's 28,000 square feet. And we have the pickleball, the golf simulator, the lap pool, a teppanyaki bar, a 6-story climbing wall, a shooting range. I mean, it's endless, Trisha.
Oh yeah, I mean, what a great place to entertain. But what's really cool is that this isn't limited to only a few people enjoying this. This is going to be kind of a shared experience. Tell us about the properties that will be for sale.
Yeah, so instead of it just being one homeowner that owns it all, now the current owner is going to keep one of the residences and then is going to offer 2 available. And then there's an additional handful of home sites, one of which already has been spoken for.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a rare opportunity. So if you want to become a part of this, definitely come and check it out. In the winter, you can tour via Snowcat. In the summer, of course, we'll get you on some kind of ATV. But go to CastleCreek.com to learn more.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And we are going to wow you with some of the fabulous looks that we have to share with you today from J. Crew and Adidas. Let's take a look. Here's Rachel in J. Crew. I love her navy preppy blazer with striped lining, striped pink tee, amazing white jeans, white sneakers, and gorgeous pink ribbon earrings. With her savings card booklet, it'll be $197, saving $316. Here's Enza in J. Crew Kids with her denim jean jacket, her heart filigree tee, sweetheart leggings, heart necklace, and her white slip-on tennis shoes. Whole outfit $101 with her savings card booklet. Wow, Liv, you look amazing in J. Crew sportswear line. From her fabulous striped button top, pink leggings, fleece jacket, pearlized headband, fingerless gloves, and her amazing tennis shoes with the pink and copper colors, all from the internet return. Her outfit, $145 outlet, fabulous. Kate is in Adidas in her pink hoodie, pastel leggings, black tote, and her white and pink running shoes. Her whole outfit would come to $138. Okay, Rachel, you look fabulous in your amazing full-length bubble coat from Guess. You've got your fabulous hoodie with the faux fur, and look at those adorable pearl gold shades. Whole outfit with the shades, $138. Here's Kate in Adidas with this black cropped jacket, $42. It's 40% off of their jackets. Here's Liv. She's in Guess in the most amazing puffer jacket with fleece detailing inside the hood. Love the black belt and the sunglasses. Jacket reduced to $65. And her shades are only $45 from $90. Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And just a reminder, be sure and pick up your savings card booklet at the outlets at Castle Rock in the food court at customer service and the outlets at Silverthorne at the Colorado Welcome Center. Love is in the air, and so are the discounts that you're going to find in the savings book. See you soon.
All right, there's going to be a lucky somebody. If you don't find the pot of gold today, we might give you a chance to win some cool prizes this weekend. So what we have in this week's Watch and Win is some kids' adrenaline mitts. These are from Outdoor Research. It is a children's size large, 12 to 14, and just perfect for skiing, snowboarding, playing in the snow, doing a little sledding, a little ice skating. So we have those for you. We also have a Boggs Footwear $100 gift card. So that's a good thing. Maybe if you need some little galoshes for the spring weather that's coming our way. Also, Boost Oxygen. Help is here. This is going to help you maybe adjust to the altitude a little bit. And then you can hydrate with an outside television, water bottle, and then Hydro Flask has this little cooler cup. So we're going to round that out with a Boost Oxygen t-shirt. So throughout this weekend, we'll be giving that away. But let's take it out to Meredith. She's made her way around Avon, finding out different things that are going on for her St. Patrick's Day. You won't miss her. If you're in Avon right now, find the girl that's dressed in green head to toe, and that's going to be our little leprechaun. How's it going? You made it over to Bender's, just across the way from the Westin.
Yes, so we mentioned there's some good drink deals happening all day here for St. Patrick's Day. So this is a good place if you're wanting to put down some drinks because they have some really good prices.
Yeah.
$3.50 or $3.50 for Guinness beers, and then $7 JMO shot or car bombs, and then $4 JMO shots. And these are classic Irish drinks. And so this is a really fun place. Maybe we could even pull up their website. They have a nice picture of their bar. Such a great place to watch some games. And of course, March Madness started yesterday. So everyone's talking about basketball. And so this is a great place to watch sports.
Oh, yeah.
They also have really good burgers, really good tacos. And I would say the pricing here, it's pretty good. I mean, a lot of restaurants around here can get a little bit pricey, but this is where you can find the deals.
Yeah, you can find a good deal there. They really do have a good burger. And, their location in Edwards that went into the old Lark Burger place, that just opened as well. So if you like these burgers, we got one more place to go to check it out. And Meredith, you mentioned the madness and the games. Did you get your bracket in?
Well, I was going to, but I guess because I was going to do it with my boyfriend, but I guess I don't know. It didn't happen. So I'll be just kind of tagging along with him. He's a big lover of basketball and played college basketball himself, but I'm still learning. I think
Okay.
I will be proud of myself to be able to name all of the 16 top playoff teams and their mascots. That's
Okay.
cool.
That's your okay, you're gonna go for the mascots. I know. Well, I've got Baylor and KU going to the finals. So KU did win yesterday. So we'll see. I kind of half and half. I did okay with my picks yesterday, but yeah, the Vail Daily was doing their big bracket. So I got mine in, got it online, and it's nice because it keeps track of everything for you. But they say that this week especially productivity goes way down because everyone's
Yeah.
like watching these games and watching their brackets and like internet gets all bogged up. So if you're a boss of a business and you found that your productivity went down like midweek to the weekend, yeah, that's why. That's probably why. So, but a few more things going on for St. Patrick's Day that we have over at the St. Patrick's Day Lucky Fridays. So they do a DJ every Friday, but over at Chasing Rabbits, they're going to do one with St. Patrick's Day. Ski House is going to be there, and there's going to be just a cover at the door. This will be started late. This will be 9 p.m. to like 1 a.m., and this will be down in the rabbit hole. We have different locations inside this 13,000 square foot nightclub. It used to be Cine Bistro. So there's a restaurant, there's an arcade, there's a library, but I don't think anyone's reading any books. And then we've got the rabbit hole. So that could be a fun place to kind of end your night. I'm sure people are going to be all decked out this evening. So we have that for people. And then we also are going to see North Coast Originals, which is down in Eagle. They're going to be doing a family-friendly St. Patty's. Starting at 4, it's like kids get out of school, all that stuff, and it's going to go all the way to 10 o'clock. They're going to have the green beer. They're going to have bangers and mash. And I had to look that up because I figured, well, that's probably potatoes, mashed potatoes. But bangers are sausage. So sausage and potatoes. And then they'll have their menu as well. But then they're going to have cookie decorating and green milkshakes. So that should be kind of delicious for the kids. I wouldn't mind decorating some cookies. That could be a lot of fun. But yeah, so they're going to have some fun things happening. And that's right on Broadway in Eagle. And the North Coast Originals just opened up last summer. And really it's been a nice addition to the Eagle restaurant scene. Party scene. They did a Valentine's Day party. They did a New Year's party. So I love how they just get in the spirit of hanging out and dressing up for all this. And then one more thing.
I think it's cool too that it's like down in Eagle, because
Yes.
not everyone is up here in Vail and Avon, so it definitely gives that whole crowd down in Eagle some kind of fun party too.
Yeah, and I really think that people are just going to be creating their own fun. Even if you're someplace that doesn't officially have a St. Patty's Day party, I think it will be going on. So, all right, I got to cough really bad here. So let's toss to something. You know what? Let's take a look at, we've got an Ask the Doctor segment, and we do this throughout the week, and we feature a different doctor from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. And today we're going to introduce you to Dr. Braxton.
Hi, my name is Ernest Braxton. I'm a neurosurgeon at Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, here to answer some questions at Vail Valley Live. All right, let's see what this question is. What are the benefits of awake spine surgery and who qualifies for it? That's a really good question. I perform surgery with less anesthesia, without general anesthesia. We perform regional blocks, and the first thing it does is it eliminates the risk of general anesthesia. General anesthesia puts a lot of stress in your heart, can leave you with a hangover, and also can lead to a lot of postoperative nausea and vomiting. So the recovery is safer, and it allows me to examine patients during the operation to ensure we get the job done. Question number 2, let's see here. What are some signs that my leg pain is a spinal issue? Leg pain often is a spinal issue, especially if it radiates from the back. If it doesn't improve with conservative management, I would urge you to seek an opinion for a possible neurosurgical consultation for relief of the leg pain for a decompression of some sort. I'm nervous about having surgery What else can help with lower back pain? Well, it's common to have some nerves about surgery. A lot of it, most of the risk of surgery stems from the general anesthetic. We try to ease patients' fears by knowing they're not going to have to be asleep on the ventilator and doing it without anesthesia. Most of our surgeries are done outpatient and awake. But some other things you can do for low back pain is strengthening, core strengthening with physical therapy. You can see us for a consultation and we can set you up with a really strong physical therapist to get you better. All right, next question. It's like a big fortune cookie. When should I give up on conservative treatments and see a doctor for my neck pain? Any neck pain that lasts more than 6 weeks that is not responding to conservative management should be evaluated by your physician. It could be something more serious than just a pinched nerve. It could be compression of your spinal cord, which often is not terribly painful, but not addressing this could lead to irreversible damage. So you should see a doctor after 6 weeks. When can I ski after a spinal fusion? It kind of depends on your overall health before surgery and the type of procedure was performed. Most of my patients are skiing about 4 weeks after surgery. Here's a good question. What is the difference between a neurosurgeon and an orthopedic surgeon that does spine surgery? Well, neurosurgery is a specialty that focuses on care and treatment of the nervous system, and so our training is a bit longer. We also perform brain surgery as well, and it makes us a little bit more comfortable with microsurgery because almost all of brain surgery involves microsurgery and working in a small place. Those are the primary differences. I would certainly seek out a neurosurgical opinion if you have a tumor or if you have any pathology that involves compression of the nerves. Orthopedic surgeons tend to work more with deformity corrections in pediatric scoliosis, and so I would seek out an orthopedic surgeon if you have scoliosis. Thanks so much for all of your questions. Again, I'm Ernest Braxton with Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and thanks for Ask the Doc with Vail Valley Live.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpac.org.
Moet Vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms. Grown at 9,000 feet, mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Time now to give you a look at the weather. And we've got a beautiful day in store and some nice temperatures. It's going to keep the snow very, very consistent. So right now we're looking at cool temperatures. We're kind of in the single digits, even on the valley floor. We're at 1 degree below zero at Beaver Creek. We're at 0 at Vail. And that will slowly start to warm up in mid-morning. And then we'll reach into the low 30s, right around 32 degrees for this afternoon. But plenty of sunshine, and that's going to make a lot of difference when you're out there on the slopes. So definitely wear a goggle with the dark lens. Goggles work a little bit better than sunglasses. So that's going to be protecting your eyes a bit more from tearing. Now tonight, mostly clear with a low around 3 degrees, single digits once again. And then for Saturday, another sunny day, but we're going to just stay in the low to mid 30s. And then by Sunday, we could be reaching almost 40, 38 degrees for your high on Sunday, 37, right around the upper 30s. And then we'll start to see another chance of snow come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And that could bring us some accumulation, maybe even a half a foot up at the B, maybe 4 or 5 inches over at Vail. And we are very close to hitting the 300-inch mark season to date on Vail Mountain. We're at 297 right now. So I think maybe early next week, we can hit that 300-inch mark. Really cool. And then Beaver Creek is sitting at 278 inches. I think they could make it to 300 by the end of the season. They will close on April 16th, and Vail will close on April 23rd. Beaver Creek is sitting at a 58-inch base. Both mountains open at 8:30 in the morning. Now Vail is extending their hours to 4 o'clock today. So it was 3:30 all season long, and they're making it 4 o'clock starting today all the way through the rest of the season. So this is so nice, with the change with daylight savings time. We spring forward during this time of year, and that just provides a little more daylight and more time to enjoy the afternoon. And a lot of times we will start to see kind of that freeze-thaw cycle. We won't really see it today because we won't reach temperatures that are that warm in the afternoon. So it should be pretty wintry out there today, but it's just nice to have a little bit extra time in the afternoon to enjoy some of that spring snow. Now over at Beaver Creek, they've kept their hours the same all season long. They open at 8:30 and they close at 4, and that's for the main lifts, the Haymeadow Express, the Centennial Express, Strawberry Park Express. But then if you go over to Arrowhead or Bachelor Gulch or even Rose Bowl, those do close at 3:30. So plan accordingly today, and pay attention to the crawl that's on the bottom of the screen. That'll let you know what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. And if you didn't know, you could ski on down to the Grand Hyatt Vail. We have Cascade Lift, tier number 20. If you stay here, it's super easy. It's almost like having your own private lift. But there are buses, the Town of Vail buses, that will drop you off right here if you don't want to worry about the parking, if you're staying at a lodge or a condo down Valley, or maybe right here in West Vail. Or you can park here sometimes on the frontage road right outside the entrance, and then you're able to access this lift from there. But when you come on down today, you can enjoy some of the fun specials. And Meredith, our very own leprechaun, out and about today, she had a chance to catch up with Food and Beverage Director Carrie Clay on what specials they're doing here at Grand Hyatt Vail.
Cheers! Happy St. Patrick's Day. Joining me this morning, we have Carrie Clay. Cheers. And she's here at Grand Hyatt Vail, and we're talking about how we're celebrating the holiday here at this resort.
We're really excited. Today we have a ton of really fun specials going on. We're going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day special in Fireside. We have 2 different meal options. There's going to be a shepherd's pie or the traditional corned beef and cabbage. So it kind of gets both of those really great comfort foods. I'm obviously most excited for the green beers. We are going to have draft beer specials for $5. We'll also be doing canvas wines by the glass for $8. So a lot of fun things going on. We'll have live music from 3:30 to 8 today, and it's going to be so cool to just have what a great atmosphere of fun, friends, and a little bit of green in your life.
Yeah, I mean those prices are like happy hour all day, so those are definitely special. And this is going to be at the Fireside Lounge.
Fireside Lounge. We're going to run the special both today and on Saturday. Okay. So for 2 days. So if you miss it today, come back tomorrow and enjoy it. Again, food specials, drink specials, and just a great atmosphere.
Absolutely. And so this is obviously for the guests staying here at the resort. But if you're not, are you able to visit?
tell us about the parking situation. You are, as always, with food and beverage. If you dine in one of our outlets, complimentary parking, valet parking to be specific. So that's always a great perk because there's so much limited space out here. So come see us, park with the valet, say hey to all the guys, enjoy the music and all the specials that we have going on.
Absolutely. Well, cheers to that,
Cheers.
Carrie.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I know where I'm celebrating.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. And if you want to get into the spirit of things, we have an actual band from Ireland coming to the Valar Performing Arts Center tonight. So, I mean, the chances of them being on their North American tour, actually being in Colorado, and then playing the Valar Center on St. Patrick's Day, that's going to be pretty cool. This is a multi-piece band, as you can see, and they're called Danu. And they hail from the historic country Waterford. So, they're one of the leading traditional Irish ensembles. They do sellout shows all the time. It's SRO, standing room only. So if you're looking for something to do this evening, this could be a lot of fun. Showtime's at 7 p.m. and they're going to be doing a lot of the traditional Irish tunes, but they've got a little modern mix as well. So the tickets still available. And let's check in with Meredith right now because she's right next to where the Valar Performing Arts Center is, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary. And Meredith, we've had a lot of stories come out about this, about how, this was such an innovative idea to build this world-class 535-seat theater underneath an ice rink. It's pretty cool.
It is. And I'm up in Beaver Creek. So this is the ice rink. And underneath is the theater. So you would never guess it looking at the ice rink. But if you haven't been to the Valar, you definitely have to put it on the list. It's worth, even if you're in Vail, it's definitely worth making it your way here because it's a world-class venue and every seat in the house is good. And so you're always going to get an intimate performance, whether it's a singer on the stage or a whole act, a circus. So how lucky are we that we have this group all the way from Ireland today on St. Patrick's Day to celebrate the holiday. I feel really lucky. I mean, they're on their North American tour, so I don't know if it was on purpose or by chance that we got them on the holiday. So this is really something you should consider to do tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? And then throughout the weekend, and, we just had magic and comedy last night. We've had dance. We've had so many different things. We're gonna bring Saturday night brings us country music. So Pat Green is returning, and he's sold over 2 million albums. He's a three-time Grammy nominee. He's gonna be back at the Valar. He's played here before, and he's gonna be playing a lot from his new album. He put on an album during COVID. In fact, he even says that COVID really, for a performer, that was their livelihood, going out, touring, all that stuff. And that world stopped for these musicians. And so he actually has said on his website, I became a little depressed. It was a dark time for me. And finally, his wife said, you know what? You got to get your songwriters together, got to get your bandmates together. They went up to Steamboat. Now, Pat Green's Texas guy, singer songwriter, played in college towns, dance halls, raised his way through the ranks. But he has a second home in Steamboat, and they went to Steamboat, and they just collaborated, they just wrote, they got out of nature, and he said the songs on that album, there's 10 songs on that album, his 14th album, it came so easy to him because they had so much kind of pent-up creativity. And so I think it's really neat that he's kind of sharing that time in his life, and then you see it come out in the music.
Absolutely. I love hearing those stories of what the artists did during the pandemic because performances were taken away, and that was super unfortunate. But their ability to write songs was not. And they had plenty of time at their house, in studios, makeshift studios in their house to write music. So I've seen that trend with many musicians and lots of new music released since then. So
Yeah.
very exciting. Some new country music to be enjoyed here at the Villar tomorrow.
And then one more thing coming up next week, Ballet X. So this is a great group that's coming back, and I know that you know a lot about them. And they're going to be doing a world premiere ballet in conjunction with the Villar Performing Arts Center's 25th anniversary. So this is pretty special that they're doing this.
Oh my gosh, we had a sneak peek yesterday on the show, and it looks to be a very emotional and quite a journey, really a unique story that they're going to tell. And we've seen Ballet X many times with the Vail Dance Festival. They've been the resident company too with the festival, so many people are familiar. Very much grounded in ballet, but they have a contemporary modern twist to it. So their movements really organic and impressive. They are absolute beasts of athletes. So, and also just great people. I know a lot of the company members and just great people. They're based in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So very cool that they're making a whole world premiere entitled The Hero's Journey. So, like I said, it is a journey of a story.
Okay, and that is going to be on March 25th. So look for that. And it is just kind of a neat little preview of what's coming up with the Vail Dance Festival later on this summer. And then you're on the plaza. I know we've got the ice skating rink. That'll open at 1 to 8. And they're going to have the ski bikes, the ice bikes, if you want to get out on those. But Meredith, today we're going to have Helmut Fricker playing at 1 o'clock. And then they're bringing in the Wild Lives presents wolves in Colorado. So a little educational experience for you. And then tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of things going on. So we've got the Fun Fest with all the carnival games at 4 o'clock. And then Fossil Posse will be there 4 to 5:30. And then complimentary caricatures as well. And I can imagine that this place is buzzing with all of the spring break families and the kids. They don't even get tired on the slopes. And then they want to go and ice skate. And then they want to go to the arcade. Like, it's just crazy. You can't wear these kids out, but you can try. And that's what the ice rink is for.
Absolutely. I would say my favorite time at the ice skating rink is after the slopes. These there's a lot of lights that come on, so it's super colorful, and the energy here. I mean, it looks a little quiet now because everyone's just getting going, but the energy after the slopes is so beautiful. It's so family centered. There's fireplaces. Something to be a part of after you ski.
Oh yeah, definitely so. All right. Well, Meredith, it looks like you're freezing up a little bit with the signal. We're gonna take it to a break. When we come back, we're gonna have more activities and events surrounding the St. Patrick's Day holiday, but some other things that are happening this weekend as well. Stay with us.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active. Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Thanks for watching us this morning on this St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to give you some weather details right now so you can plan accordingly. Maybe plan your outfit. It's going to be a little chillier than, a nice spring day. So if you're wearing a costume, make sure you have some warm layers underneath because we're only going to reach into the low 30s today. So it was a little chillier yesterday than what we saw earlier in the week. So we're going to have sunny skies, but we'll be right around 32 degrees. And then tonight we'll drop down into single digits. And as we start this morning, we are still hovering around the single digits, 1 below at Beaver Creek and 0 at Vail. So as the sun gets a bit higher in the sky, we'll start seeing things get into the teens by mid-morning, 20s, and then 30s by later on this afternoon. Saturday, tomorrow, same type of thing. We'll see temperatures very similar to today. Sunny conditions once again, mostly clear Saturday night. This will be a great time for stargazing. And then on Sunday, mostly sunny, a little warmer. We'll be in the upper 30s. So that will make a big difference. And probably 40s down valley and on the valley floor. And then Monday, we'll see some clouds start to build and a 60% chance of showers likely later on in the day. And then as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, that's where we're going to start to see some more snow showers. And this is when we could actually see our snow total reach into the 300-inch mark for season to date. We're at 297 inches for Vail on a 70-inch base, 58-inch base over at Beaver Creek, riding on 278 inches. So we'll see those reach. Hopefully Beaver Creek will get into 300 mark as well. But here's some of the snow totals next week. Maybe 4 inches on Tuesday at both resorts, a half a foot for Beaver Creek on Wednesday, maybe another half a foot by Thursday, and then 4 and 5 inches for Vail on Wednesday and Thursday. So that's just what they're predicting now. So hopefully we'll see that come on through. But little chat out there. Randy Duobrava, greetings from the ranch, Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Awesome. Northside Kitchen is our all-time fave go-to spot. And their high temperature is going to be in the 80s. Well, Randy, it's feeling pretty chilly here. It's like 1 degree out right now. And then Rodney says, Southside Benders. That's the former Boxcar location. Oh, Roddy, you are right. That was the Boxcar. So, yes, we've changed it to Southside Benders. And like I mentioned, we do have the new Benders Burgers open in Edwards in the old Lark Burger location that just happened. So, if you're looking for a burger, they've got a good one for you. And then, Megan, top of the morning to me ladies and lasses. 'Tis a fine, fine day. All right, Megan, I wonder if Megan's going to be dressing up today. You might find her at the Welcome Center later this afternoon. But that was some chat that we had on our Facebook page. So keep in mind, you could always chat with us if you want to. Let us know where you're watching from, like Randy did from Florida, or what your favorite restaurant is here in the Vail Valley. But let's bring it back outside to Meredith and find out where in Beaver Creek she's wandered off to. Oh, look at that. What a gorgeous morning. Is it warming up? Does it feel like 1 degree out there?
It definitely feels nice to have the sun out. I will say a little deceiving. My fingers have been cold when they're not in the gloves. So it is a chilly start to the morning, and even just hearing people walk on the snow, it's squeaky as can be, which also is another sign that it's cold. But cold temperatures does do the snow good. It keeps the conditions nice and compact. Sometimes when it gets really warm in the spring, the snow gets slushy and it's not the best conditions. So
You know what?
it'll be a great ski day.
I hear it. It sounds like January snow. I like that. I like that. We're having a nice sunny day, but the temperatures are going to stay consistent and not have that freeze thaw cycle that we usually see where you have to wait till about 10:30 for things to warm up, and then after about 2 it turns to mashed potato snow. We're not going to have that probably until maybe later next week because we're going to stay with these temperatures. But just a gorgeous morning. Today would be a great groomer cruiser type of day. Do you see anyone wearing green? Anyone in costumes already this morning?
I will say I'm the most green one here so far.
I know. Meredith, step back a little bit. I just want to give a twirl because you are green head to toe. Yeah, so let's have you step back. I want to just see this. And this is Hoo-Ha, our friend Anna Tedstrom. Yeah. I love it. Okay. Yep. You won't miss you on the slopes at all today. Hey, but we've got some fun facts that we want to let you know about. The real St. Patrick, he was actually born in Britain. So much of what is known about St. Patrick's Day has been kind of interwoven with folklore and legend, but historians generally believe that St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was born in Britain, not Ireland, near the end of the 4th century. Now, leprechauns are likely based on Celtic fairies. It was a red-haired, green-clothed leprechaun that's commonly associated with St. Patrick's Day, but the original Irish name for these figures of folklore is Labroishin, meaning small-bodied fellow. And belief in leprechauns likely stems from Celtic belief in fairies, tiny men and women who could use their magical powers to serve good or evil. So hopefully they're going to be working on the behalf of good today. And then the shamrock was considered a sacred plant. It's a 3-leaf clover and has been associated with Ireland for centuries. And it was called the Semeroi by the Celts and was considered a sacred plant symbolizing the arrival of spring. And then the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America. It was March 17th, 1601, in a Spanish colony of what is now known as St. Augustine, Florida. So, wow, Chicago, you're not the first one, or Boston, to host this. And then corned beef and cabbage was actually an American innovation. We just think all this came over, all this traditional stuff, but the meal that became a St. Paddy's Day staple across the country was an American innovation. While ham and cabbage were eaten in Ireland, corned beef offered a cheaper substitute for impoverished immigrants. So, just some few things you can share with your chairlift mates today, or maybe when you're having a green beer later on this evening.
I love it. People can celebrate anyway. I know here in America, we like to party for any reason. And I love an occasion to dress up in any theme, like a themed party or any holiday. For Christmas, I was Cindy Lou Who, so I'll bring the full outfit. I go all out.
I know. And Meredith, I feel so drab in my gray. I do have a green scarf I'm gonna wear later, but for any of you that know television, a lot of times we work with different backgrounds. So this is my background. So I'm not allowed to wear green because this is what happens. I have a green scarf, and if I wear green, I will just be the talking weatherhead. So this is why I would love to be as dressed up as you are. I've got a costume closet that's pretty big. So I left my green feather boa at home. Darn it. So, but hey, it's 8:34. It's time to go. We got to wrap up the day. Want to thank everyone for coming, showing up, chatting up this morning. And happy St. Patrick's Day. And Meredith, thanks for roaming around. Wow, we saw those whiskey barrels at the Westin, Southside vendors doing their awesome deals today. And then you brought us up to the Beeve, the Villar shows. We had a lot going on. I know you're going to be hosting the show tomorrow, so we'll be able to continue to keep this vibe going. It's spring break, lots of things happening. So keep it tuned here to Vail Valley Live. And Meredith, is that line moving? People getting up?
Oh, yeah, everyone's up and loaded, so no line here.
Okay, and no line here, everybody. I think we'll see people coming out. They're probably warming up with a little extra cup of coffee today. All right, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.